Hi, my name is Joseph Alai. Welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about how a manifestation comes to pass, the bridge of incidents, the way from which your manifestation comes to pass, how to change that, how to make things unfold faster, and how to be able to tell if you need to change your beliefs when it comes to your manifestations. So, first of all, if you have not done so already, please hit the like button. It's something with the algorithm, which will allow those who would not normally be able to see this, and it works. Hit the subscription button, the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon if you want more laser-focused, systematic techniques, methods, analysis on how to manifest anything that you want. All things are possible, and how to do this in the proper, systematic, predictable way. So let's just jump right into it then. I was hanging out on the Discord community and the VIP program that I run. There's a chat, and we were talking about bridge of incidents. We were talking about how to know if my seed has been planted. We were all talking about how to know if the seed was planted, how to know if I've done it properly, and if these things that are happening are a part of the middle. So just to be clear, when we imagine what we want, we do it in first person point of view, and we imagine a scene after we have already received what we want. So those are criteria. Imagine in first person and after the end. And so what I've come to find out, right? So when you've been doing this a while and you get to study the way that manifestations work, it's fortunate enough for me. I've been doing this for just about 10 years. I've been systematically tracking it the entire time. I have a scientific background, computer science, mathematics, and physics. And so the way from which I approached manifesting from the beginning was very much this obsessive need to know, otherwise throw it away type of thing. Now, after studying dozens of teachers intensely, I had come to the following conclusions. And not only that, but coaching people and watching, just about 1,000 people, seeing how things work for them. We generally always get the same types of patterns and outcomes. But what I'm alluding to is the idea that whatever our beliefs are, so our awareness is composed of, which is what creates, by the way, it's our awareness in its totality is shaping and creating our experience moment by moment by moment. Once we have something in our awareness, such as a belief, an idea, a mood, a feeling, an imaginal act, a thought, a memory, a perception, an expectation, what will happen is the world will begin to prove these things to you. They will begin to continuously hatch out and replicate systematically, seed by seed by seed. So what's commonly, I guess you could say, the misconception is that if we just change the way that we feel, then everything on the external will change. Well, that's not true at all. What's true is that our reality, our experience is created by probably thousands or tens of thousands of beliefs, ideas, feelings, moods, perceptions, thoughts, inner conversations, and everything that I just mentioned and more, all things that have to do with our awareness. But it's a very perfect, balanced system where things will continuously operate in the background. Our expectations and beliefs will continuously hatch out over and over and over again. And this is why we continuously perceive the world in the same light. We continuously experience the same thing. And just as a very brief explanation as to exactly how this works, when we experience something, we react to it, whether it's good, bad, or in anywhere in between, or any emotion, so to speak, or any type of registering or judgment is a better way to put it. When we perceive something, we judge it. And when we judge it, we plant another seed. We plant a seed in the exact likeness of that which we have judged, and then it manifests again, and we react again, we judge, and again, and again. So We have thousands of experiences, thousands of beliefs, ideas, memories, etc. that are alive in us. Each of these specifically are hatching out a perfect balance of all of our creations. And the reason I'm saying this is because when we imagine something, when we imagine the end, if we want money, if we want a lover, if we want health, if we want happiness, first of all, we contemplate a scene which implies that we already have it. Whatever that means to you, if that's a conversation with a friend, if it's a scene of you receiving a sum of money, if it's you being married to a specific person or married in general, whatever your end scene is, we imagine that scene. And this is the important part. What happens is when we do that is we plant a seed. Now, a seed is a copy of the world that we've just entered. So when we imagine something, we enter into that world, and then we basically put a marker there on that dimension, which is non-existent in the physical reality. It's existent in the imaginal reality, in the awareness reality, where all things exist now. And once we mark that, it must hatch out in its replicated nature of the thing that we've just perceived, that world we've just entered. But it may happen whether it be a day, a week, a month, a year. There's no telling when it's going to happen. Time is not a factor at all. But what I notice is, and this is again after studying thousands of cases, is that it always comes in the fastest way possible. It must fit within the confines of this natural world, which means everything must come natural 99% of the time. So with that said, that means there is a bridge of incidents. There is a bridge which from now until I receive that thing, that's called a bridge of incidents, which is composed of a perfect chain of events, which leads us from A to B in the fastest way possible. This is what I'm alluding to this whole time, is that that bridge is composed of your beliefs, memories, ideas, attitudes, perceptions, expectations, memories, imaginal acts, inner conversations. All of this sum total of existence inside of your awareness, inside your subconscious mind, is going to leave traces of itself and be composed of the sum total of yourself when you imagine it. But the end result is going to be that which you have imagined. So, in other words, I imagine receiving $1 million. That $1 million is going to come to me. That's no question. But how will it come? How will it come? Is it going to come in a way that's difficult, hard, painful, failure, anything, any of these ways? Well, if those are what my beliefs are, if I have negative beliefs about money, and I just imagine having a bunch of money, but yet I think it's hard to get, I have scarcity issues, on and on and on. And the same thing goes with the relationships. If I think everyone's going to leave me, if I think everyone's going to cheat on me, if I believe that I'm not good enough, and I'm imagining having a partner, the way they're going to come is going to be painful, unless we specify otherwise in the clause of our manifestation. So if I said now, my specific person, or the money comes to me easily and effortlessly, as long as it superimposes upon the old belief or in some way contradicts the old belief, then you're good to go. But if you just imagine this thing and you specify nothing as far as how it's going to come and which way it's going to come, then it will come based on your assumptions. Why is this important? Because a lot of people, they come to me and they say, especially my clients, they say, why isn't this working fast? Or why is everything so hard? It's because of your mind. We must begin to change our beliefs on a regular basis, even independent of imaginal acts. So what I'm saying here is we must on a regular basis, consistently and continuously map out who we want to be, but in a way that we're manifesting it. My life on a regular basis now consists of peace, love, happiness, success, abundance, etc. And those are what my beliefs are based on as well. So when I manifest things, I don't even have to specify clauses like this comes easily and effortlessly, because I have beliefs in my mind that already say everything comes to me easily and effortlessly. So the point here is that we either specify clause every single time, and sometimes a lot of clauses on one single imaginal act, which sometimes I would actually recommend if you need to do it this way, but otherwise I would recommend the other way, which is to write down new beliefs. You figure out your old beliefs, your negative beliefs. You take a look at your life. You think to yourself, how has my life gone? How has my life gone with money, relationships? What are the patterns that have unfolded? What have they been? And now replace them with new statements. That in and of itself, because your whole awareness in and of itself is creative, if you just write these down and be present to that fact, you will become those things. You will become just the same way as the bridge of incidents brings you to your end with things. The bridge of incidents will make you become that person that you've outlined on a piece of paper. Aside from that, for a more effective imaginal act, you can imagine someone congratulating you on you being the person who receives money easily and effortlessly, them telling you your new beliefs. And this, again, will plant a seed, which will be composed of your new belief, and you will become that person. Now, you're not just going to become a believer of what it is that you're writing down, you will become that person. The world, God, awareness obligates itself to convince me of this new belief. So the world changes to then convince me of this new belief. So I'm not just going to believe that money comes easily and effortlessly. I'm going to begin, if I start writing down, I receive money easily. I start imagining that I receive money easily. I start imagining people telling me I receive money easily. What will happen is the world is going to shift, right? I'm still not going to believe it. Yes, I've written it down. The world is going to shift, and things are going to start happening. I'm going to start receiving money easily, and then I'm going to start to believe it. And then it's going to be a perpetual cycle that then becomes a part of me. And then everything that I imagine henceforth, or from here to for the end, will be easy and effortless when it comes to money. And so I do this systematically every single day. So when it comes to things speeding up, a lot of times these beliefs get in the way of our manifestations. So we should be consistently working on our beliefs so that if there's something in the way of our manifestation coming to us, like for exact example again, is thinking money's hard to get, but I'm imagining having money. What's going to happen? There's going to be a block there. So we go in and we imagine simply, it's not difficult. We make subconscious mind tapes or we write it down what we want. Money's easy to get, such and so forth. The world will begin to change, whether it takes a day, a week, a month, whatever it takes for you to become that person, you will. So I hope this was helpful in kind of identifying how to speed things up, how to remove old beliefs, and how to make sure that your bridge of incidents and your world in general is smooth. If you like this, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.